d'Urberville family, he had observed d'Urberville's name on his wagon, and had thereupon been led to make inquiries about his father and grandfather till he had no doubt on the subject. "At first I resolved not to disturb you with such a useless piece of information," said he. "However, our impulses are too strong for our judgment sometimes. I thought you might perhaps know something of it all the while." "Well, I've heard it once or twice, 'tis true, that my family had seen better days afore they came to Blackmoor, but I took no notice o' it, thinking it meant only we had kept 2 horses, where we now only kept 1. I got a wold silver spoon and a wold gavel seal at home too, but Lord, what's a spoon and a seal? And to think that I and these noble d'Urbervilles were one flesh all the time. 'Twas said that my great-grandfer had secrets, and didn't care to talk of where he came from. And where do we rise our smoke now, parson, if I may make so bold? I mean, where do we d'Urbervilles live?" "You don't live anywhere. You are extinct, as a country family." "That's bad." "Yes, what the mendacious family chronicles call extinct in the male line, that is, gone down, gone under." "Then where do we lie?" "At Kingsbere sub Greenhill, rows and rows of you in your vaults, with your effigies under Purbeck marble canopies." "And where be our family mansions and estates?" "You haven't any." "Oh, no lands neither?" "None. Once you had them in abundance, as I said, for your family consisted of numerous branches. In this country there was a seat of yours at Kingsbere, and another at Sherton, and another in Millpond, and another at Lusted, and another at Wellbridge." "And shall we ever come into our own again?" "Ah, I can't tell you." "And what had I better do about it, sir?" asked d'Urberville, after a pause. "Oh, nothing, except chasten yourself with the thought of how the mighty fallen. It is a fact of some interest to the local historian and genealogist, nothing more. There are several families among the cottages of this county almost equal of lustre. Good night." "But you'll turn back and have a quart of beer with me on the strength of it, Parson Tringham? There's a pretty brew at the tap in the Pure Drop, though to be sure not so good as at Rolliver's." "No, thank you, not this evening, d'Urberville. You've had enough already." Concluding thus, the parson rode on his way, with doubts as to his discretion in retailing this curious bit of lore. When he was gone, d'Urberville walked a few steps in a profound reverie, and then sat down upon the grassy bank by the roadside, depositing his basket before him. In a few minutes a youth appeared in the distance, walking in the same direction as that which had been pursued by d'Urberville. The latter, on seeing him, held up his hand, and the lad quickened his pace and came near. "Boy, take up that basket. I want ye to go on an errand for me." The lathe-like stripling frowned. "Who be you, then, John d'Urberville, to order me about and call me boy? You know my name as well as I know yours." Do you? That's the secret. Now obey my orders, and take the message I'm going to give ye. Well, Fred, I don't mind telling you that the secret is that I'm one of the noble race. It has just been found out by me this present afternoon p.m." And as he made this announcement, d'Urberville, declining from his sitting position, luxuriously stretched himself out upon the bank among the daisies. The lad stood before d'Urberville, and contemplated his length from crown to toe. "Sir John d'Urberville, that's who I am," continued the prostrate man. "That is, if knights were baronets, which they be. 'Tis recorded in history all about me. Dost know of such a place, lad, as Kingsbere sub Greenhill?" "Yes, I've been to Greenhill Fair." "Well, under the church of that city there lie—" "'Tisn't a city, the place I mean. Leastwise, 'twasn't when I was there. 'Twas a little one-eyed blinking sort of place." "Never you mind the place, boy, that's not the question before us. Under the church of that there parish lie my ancestors, hundreds of them, in coats of mail and jewels, in great lead coffins weighing tons and tons. There's not a man in the county of South Wessex that's got grander and nobler skeletons in his family than I." "Oh?" "Now take up that basket and go on to Matlow, and when you've come to the Pure Drop Inn, tell him to send a horse and carriage to me immediately to carry me home. And in the bottom of the carriage there be put in a noggin of rum in a small bottle, and chalk it up to my account. And when you've done that, go on to my house with the basket, and tell my wife to put away that washing, because she needn't finish it, and wait till I come home, as I've news to tell her." As the lad stood in a dubious attitude, d'Urberville put his hand in his pocket and produced a shilling, one of the